support their Iowa State Cyclones. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Palr Bears taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cyclones will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Palr Bears offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense starts with a short field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next end.
And they swarm him under. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Bears want to move quickly. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palr, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts tonight. Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Bears decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. quick strike complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Lost one deep down the right side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Cyclone.
How about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to win.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pulls and fires complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Ran through the contact. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Grabbed in the... They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Running behind that left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bears in the hurry-up. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. And the Bears will call on their punt team. He's got it. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa State sending the offense back out. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Rousseau. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll go back to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Palr has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Now on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch near the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Cyclones! What a catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
Yeah, and it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Palr offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Palr! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge run.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on third down after that last run. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Just steamrolling his way through. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Iowa State, 34, Baylor.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb. They've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Makes his connection. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the stomping has commenced. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. A 1st down for the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Using the quick game. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Iowa State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Dude, You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Palr offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On second down, looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working on the right. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the punishment has been extended. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Palr. Here comes the Bear offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
Snatches it on the right. Off he goes. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Palr!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pocket starts to collapse. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's like...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Cyclones are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Play number 9 on this drive. That's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking again to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Palr offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. This one's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Makes a grab over the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Day.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Bears have taken it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Back open in the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Bears will punt this one away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to the back. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play.